Hello, this is Frida. Welcome to my channel. For today's tutorial, I will be showing you how to knit this gorgeous hat. Okay, to do this would be fitting for 22 inches around. And here is I'm calling this a cable knit hat. It doesn't look like a cable, but it is a cable. When you look closer, we're going to work making cables like this. Okay, so you need to cast on a total of 96 stitches, and then we're going to knit the rib for about 2 inches 5 centimeter. And then we're going to do some increases, and then we're going to go to a bigger knitting needle. Okay, this is on this one I used a squishy superwash merino wool I had in my stash, and on this tutorial I will be using this yarn that I bought from Michaels. There were $3 on regular price, and they went down to $1.97, so there was 2 ball left. They're 50 gram each, so I'm going to use the 2 ball. Hopefully I will have enough, but I'm not going to knit it like this long because this one is 11 inches from all the way from the rib to top. So I'm not going to knit. I'm going to use up all this yarn just in case. I use more yarn on that. It's more like a slouchy hat. And if you want to knit a slouchy hat, you are welcome to. So it's suggesting to use a 5mm knitting needle. I get these questions over and over. What kind of a knitting needle use? What kind of a yarn it is? So it's a 4-weight yarn. I would just look in your label, and then it would give you the instructions what to use and what not to use. And this is a pretty soft and thick 57% cotton, 28% nylon, and 15% polyester. So I already cast on a total of 96 stitches, and then I am going to join, and I'm going to join. I'm going to do the crisscross method to lock. So and then be careful when you're knitting. You don't want to twist this. And I'm just going to get help from a crochet hook, just to give that. And then you're just going to knit rib stitches about 2 inches. You can knit as long as you want. I just knitted about 2 inches, so that's about 5 centimeter. Okay, so what I do is I move these stitches around just like this, and this way I lock it. Lock means that you won't see any space between, and then it gives you that nice, it gives you nice, and then I put my labels on top of it so you won't see any difference at all. Okay, just wanted to show you this. Okay, so I'm gonna and then you just continue knitting just like this, nothing different, just a knit purl, 1 knit 1 purl. Okay, so I'm gonna let you do the ribbing as long as you want, and then we will continue starting the hat. Okay, I just wanted to show that I did the first row. We just do it round and around with a circular needle, and you just do knit and purl to create the rib stitch. So just knit, knit, purl, knit, purl all the way around as long as you want, but I'm going to be knitting about 2 inches. So when you measure it, it will be 2 inches. Okay, so I'm going to let you knit and I will come back and we will start the increases. Okay, so I have knitted about 14 rows and I noticed that even with this yarn, with the hat that I have knit, I did 2 strands of this yarn and this one is bulkier. Just wanted to point that out. Maybe that's the reason this is bigger. Who knows, right? So what I'm going to do is we're going to be increasing total of 24 stitches. So this is where I started. I'm just gonna put my stitch marker here. So randomly we're gonna do some increases here. So I'm gonna fold it and then just point. So we should be doing 24, 12, 12 increases between. So this is the half. Okay. Just going to use your judgment because I don't have a written pattern. You can write this down. Cast on 96 stitches. Knit as long as you want for the rib. And then after knitting the rib, you do your increase about 24 stitches. You can write it down professional way, I guess. Okay, so here we go. So I put down 4 markers. So when I come here to the blue one, I should have a total of 12 increases. So I'm just going to start, and I changed my knitting needle to a bigger size. So this is a 5. So I knit 1, and then I'm going to start. So I should be doing total of 6 increases here, 6 increases here. So that would be 12. So I'm going to start. So this would be 1. This is how I increase, just like this, and then knit the next one, and I made 2. Well, one increase. And then, so if I do 2, 3, 4, 5, that would be too much. So I'm going to skip 1 and then go like that. Just use your judgment. So I'm going to increase my second, 2, increase. So this would be the 3rd increase. Fourth. Five. Perfect. So I'm just skipping 1, and then on the next one I'm doing my increase. So if we do it this way, we get a total of 6 on the quarter, and then I do 6 here, and I continue making 6, 6, 6. 4 times 6 is 24. So I'm going to let you knit like this, and after, when you come here, we're going to be knitting total of I wrote it down here. So I do have a written pattern. If you want to screenshot this, you are welcome to do that. This is my pattern. So don't ask me for a pattern. Here's the pattern. You can copy this. And then you knit 6 rows. So after the increase, you knit total of 6 rows. And then we're going to start doing the cable. And I'll be right back. Okay, now we're going to do the cables. To do the cables, you need something like this. This is really helpful. What in the world is this? Oh my goodness. So odd. Or you can grab a crochet hook or a DB, double pointed needle. Either one would help. Okay, so what we need to do is we're going to do this 10 times. Okay, so what we're going to do is, I'm just going to show you the hat. Okay, I'll show it by here. See, so we're going to do this 10 times. There's a total of 10. And we're going to grab 4 stitches. Okay, so what we're going to do is you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then push this back, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put these behind, and then we're going to knit total of 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is how you do a cable. And then what we're going to do is we're going to slide this. If you have a double pointed needle, that's okay. Either one would work. It's just, I think I did it the wrong side. I'll show you one more time. You can do it either this way. Oh, and then we're going to knit those 4 stitches that are on this needle. Just like this. Oopsie. Yeah, I did it the wrong way, that's why. Oh, great. Oh my goodness. I should have done this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then pulled it like this. Yeah, I did it the wrong way. I do apologize. Okay, grab that one that you... Okay, so that one's saved. And then we just knit these. See, this is easier. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so what we're going to do is, so we did the cable. Now what we're going to do is we're going to knit total of 4 stitches. 3. That was 2, wasn't it? My goodness. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then hold your, if you have something like this, or there's different ones that goes in the middle. It's like long. I think I have one somewhere in the house, but I don't know. And then I just grab 1, 2, 3, 4, and then put this behind, and then knit the 4th stitch. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we grab it from the back and push it. Then you knit that 4th stitch that's behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we've done our second one. See how it looks? Okay, so we're going to knit another 1, 2, 3, 4, just like this. And then we're going to repeat it. So we're going to repeat it 8 more times, and when we come back, we're going to be knitting a total of 11 rows. Just knit, we don't do anything. So I'm going to let you do that cable, and after you come back, you knit a total of 11 rows, and then we're going to do the second cable. So we should do 1, 2, 3. This one I did 4, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. So total of 4. And this is how it looks nice. It looks like it's been pinched. Gives a nice texture, nice fabric. So I'm going to let you knit, and when we come back I will show you. We're going to do the opposite. Instead of putting the cable behind, we're going to put it in front. So I'll be right back. So continue knitting, and then after knitting the cables, knit 11 rows. Then I will show you how to do the second cable. Okay, before I let you guys knit, just wanted to show you I'm doing the last cable. So you should have total of 120 stitches to make 10 cables. So after doing that last cable, I'm just doing 2, 3, 4 knits. Okay, so we finished. This is how it looks like. I really like this. It gives you that 3D look. So you just continue knitting 10 rows, and I will come back. So when we come back, we're going to do the cables between here, just like that. So when we come back, I'll meet you right here to make the second cable. Okay, so I have knit total of 11 rows, just like this. I counted. Okay, and I put it on my head, and it's so... I really like this yarn. I don't think Michaels carries them anymore. Capri. It's really nice to work with. Okay, so I'm going to grab the 4 stitches from the front. 3, 4. And these 4s, I'm going to leave them on the front like this. These 4s are from the bottom where we knit. Remember, we did 4s in the middle. So we're going to put the 4 stitches prior, just to let you know, so don't get confused. And then we will put this sitting here. And then the 4 stitches that we have knit in the middle, we're going to knit them 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to knit these 4 stitches that has been sitting, waiting for us. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we did 1 cable, and this is how it looks like. Okay, so we're going to knit 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this 4 stitches that we knit is going to be like this in the middle. Okay, so we're going to repeat what we did. I'm going to grab the 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then have them rest, and then knit the next 4 stitches. But this has to be on the front, don't forget. So remember, what did on this one we have put it on the back, but this one is on the front. That's how you do the cable. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is how it looks like. And then we knit the next 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we just repeat what we did. And after that, when we come back here, we continue after doing the 10. I don't think there's going to be 10. After coming back here, we're going to knit another 11 rows, and then we're going to repeat what we did here. We're going to grab it from here. So I'm going to let you continue knitting because there's lots of knitting involved. And then after 11, I will come back. 11 rows later, I will come back to show you how to do the third cable on top. And I think that would be enough for me because I put it on my head because I don't want this to be slouchy. The other one is already slouchy. And I think this would be okay for a regular hat. You know, just to cover your head. Sometimes it's really windy and you just want it to have it tight on your head. Okay, just like this. So I will let you continue knitting it. This is really fun to knit with. 2, 3, 4. The yarn is very, very fun. So I'm almost, I still have this much on that ball that I just showed you. So after finishing this ball, I will continue knitting with this ball. So I will meet you back. Okay, so I have knit another 11 rows and I am going to do my third cable. So I'm back where we started here. So I'm just going on top of that. So you just, what you do is you just go 4 stitches forward here, just like this. So this was my 4 here that I did the cable, and these are the 4. So this one was the back, this one was the front. Now we're going to put these 4 stitches on the back, just like this. Okay, and I'm going to put my stitch marker because then I would know after knitting 11 rows. Just going to put my stitch marker here. Okay, so I'm going to knit the 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to grab and knit these 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I did my cable, and I'm going to knit the middle 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, just like this. And I'm going to repeat it. Total of 10 times, 10 cables, and then after that I'm going to knit 11 rows, just like this. So don't forget the first, this cable is on the back, the second cable is on the front, and the third is like this. 2, 3, 4. And then we just knit. That's all we do. And then knit those 4 stitches that are on the 2, 3, and then 4. And this is how it looks like. It gives you that pinch look. Gives you that pinch look. I really like this stitch. You can make cows, like I said, 2, 3, 4, and then I repeat it. And to knit a cowl, you don't have to knit this rib area. You just knit it like this. Then you put it on. So I will let you continue and I will come back. And, oops, my hair. And after knitting this, I'm going to do the decrease. Because 3 is enough for me. On this one I did 4. And, yeah, 3 is enough. I put it on my head already. So I don't want it long enough. Just want a regular hat. And if you want a slouchy hat, you can knit another row. If you want it longer, you can knit another row. But I will show you, I will come back and show you the decrease. Okay, so I'm on the last row to create the cables, and on this row we are going to start our decreasing. We're going to only do it once, and I'm going to knit up to finish the yarn. Oopsie, sorry about that. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. So I'm going to finish this yarn. Still have a bit in here. So definitely 100 gram to knit a hat is perfect. So this is a 4 weight. If you have a 4 weight in your stash, just grab 100 gram 250s or 425 grams if you have, and then you can knit this gorgeous hat. So it's a perfect way to get rid of your leftover yarn or from your stash. And I do have lots of 2 yarns left over from my projects, so I will definitely make hats out of them. Okay, so I'm in the middle right now. We're doing how we did the second cable stitch, so I'm just going to repeat that. So the yarn is going to be on the front. Oh, I did extra. So we grab the 4, just like this, 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just go where I did the second row. So don't forget, it has to be the 4. And then I'm going to knit 1, 2, and when I come to the 3rd, I'm going to knit 2 stitches together. So I have got rid of 1 stitch. So now we have 3 here. Okay. Then I'm going to do the same on this one. I'm going to knit the 1, 2 stitch, and when I'm on the 3rd, I'm going to knit it like this, from left to right. Oops, drop my needle. And then remember we did the 4 knitting, so I'm going to do the same. I'm going to knit 2, and then I'm going to knit the 3. So instead of 4 stitches, we're going to have total of 3. So I've already got rid of 3 stitches here. So I'm going to repeat this all the way around, total of 10 times, and I'm going to get rid of 30 stitches. So in our needles we should have 90 stitches when we're done this row. And this is how we're decreasing, and this is the only way, only one time we're going to do the decrease. And after that we're just going to grab a tapestry needle and then go through the needles, and I will show you that. And then we're going to finish the hat, but I want to use up all the yarn that I have, hopefully. I think I have a lot of yarn in there. I don't know, that's what it feels like. So I put the 4, kept on saying 3, so I kept put the 4 on the front. Okay, and then we knit the 2, and then we knit 2 together to get rid of the 1 stitch. Then we come back to this needle, and then we do the same thing. 2, then we knit together from left to right. Get rid of this 1 stitch, just like this. And I forgot to put my marker. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna put my marker here. So from here I'm going to knit 11 rows. Well, if I have enough yarn. It depends on how much yarn I have. See on here, because it was too high for me, I just finished it on top of this like this. So it depends on what yarn you have, how much yarn you have. If you have more, you can make a slouchy hat, but do not do the decrease. When you're doing the decrease, that's when you're finishing the hat. Because this is enough for me, and I measured on my head, and it's perfect. It's not loose, it's perfect. So 1, 2, and then on the third, just like this. So continue going like this. Oh, yeah, I did my decrease. Yeah, don't forget to do your decrease. So we have to have less stitches, and then I will see you back. I have knit another 11 rows, so I'm just going to finish it, and I still have yarn left. I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe do another decrease. I don't know. I just wanted to use this yarn because I don't like leftover yarn. Either you can do it that way or just finish it. I'm just going to try to finish this yarn. So what I'm going to do is just going to do another decrease. You can play around with it. Because of the yarn, I don't want to knit more, then this part would be too long. So I'm just gonna, what I'm gonna do is, I'm going to grab the 3 stitch, and then this time we're gonna decrease it again, because we did 3, right? Let me just, oh, it's supposed to be this one. If you look at it, you will see here. So I was supposed to, I'm just going to knit those. Oh, I did it wrong. It's supposed to be here. Remember, we're moving the cables. Yeah. If you want to use up the yarn, you can do that, or you can just leave it. Because I don't have any of this yarn anymore, so I just want to use it up. I don't want to put it away or save it. Okay, so we did it here, the cable. This time I have to start it here. To do that, oh, let me see. Just gonna look. Okay, I found the spot. I just needed to find the 3. So if you look at it, you will see the 3s. So I'm going to grab the 3 just like this. And then I'm going to knit the 2 and then do the decrease. So I knit 1. I do my decrease. And I do the same on this one. And do the decrease. So we will have 2 stitches. It's just that I'm trying to use up this yarn. You don't have to do this extra step, but like if you want to do a slouchy, then yeah, you can go ahead and do it. Okay, so I knit the 2 and I did my decrease. And I am going to grab the 3 on this one, 3 stitches, just like this. I was supposed to put this behind. Can you see the difference? This is supposed to be behind. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Got lost here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back. And then, instead of two, so these 2, I'm gonna grab a crochet hook. If this happens to you, you can easily fix it. Nothing to worry about. So just grab something. Even a toothpick would help. So I'm just gonna grab these two. You just change their positions instead of, yeah, this was supposed to be on the back. This fellow. You know what, let me do this over again. These three. Okay. Oh, I was watching a movie, and that's why I got distracted. Okay, on Netflix. Okay, so what? I'm blaming that. Okay, and then knit together, and it's on the back. So I grab those 3 stitches, and I knit one, and I do my decrease, just like this. So I got rid of another stitch. Okay, and then I knit the one, and I do my decrease. Okay. See, it's supposed to be slanting this way. On the previous one, we slanted this way. And I knit the one, and I do the decrease. Yeah, cable is honeycomb. You always move your stitches around. And then sometimes you get lost. What did you do? You need to pay attention. Okay, so I'm knitting the first and I'm decreasing. So I have 2 stitches, and this way I'm getting rid of another extra 30 stitches just to finish this yarn. Okay, and then you continue doing this row, and I will come back to show you how to finish it up. Okay, so this is how it looks like so far. And if you want to measure it, you can measure it from the top. So it's about 10 inches. Even this is too long, but I just wanted to use up all the yarn. Okay, so I knitted about another 9 rows of knit stitch, and I only have about this left. So you need a tapestry needle. Okay. Just secure this so I won't lose any stitches. Then I'm going to go through each stitch. Okay, so I'm going to go through each stitch like this, then pull it. And I have a total of 60 stitches left on the needle. Okay, so I have put through the, the tapestry needle. So all I have to do is pull as hard as I can, but not to break the yarn. Could have knitted more, didn't I? Could have knitted more. Could have at least knitted 5 more stitches. Oh well. I try to use up all the yarn that I have when I'm working on a project. That's why I don't have many leftover yarn, like little bits of yarn. I think I started to collect them, put them in a container, and then you can put a pom-pom here if you want. I have so many pom-poms, I have to go through them. Okay, so And then I'm going to just go back and forth to get rid of this hole here. Tighten it just like this. And to do that, this is all you do. You go back and forth, try to pull it, see? And then you will get rid of the hole, just like that. Okay, I will come back. And this is how the hat will look like from the top. Okay, and I'm just going to weave it. Just pull the thread, and I'm just going to weave it here. And I am done. Then I will cut this. This yarn was, I don't know if you have it in your stash, this yarn was really nice to work with. Knitting wise, I haven't tried to crochet. I do have ivory in my stash, a couple of, I think about 10 balls, so I might work with that as well. Okay, and then I just make a knot just like this, and I just secure it. Then I cut the end of this, a little bit of room. And this is all I had left, just a little tiny bit of yarn. Okay, so this is my hat, and this is where I started. What I do is, I am going to just use a crochet hook and weave that back and forth, and I'm going to put my label there, so you would never know where I started from. Just like this. And I will secure it. And then here's my label. And I just put it where I started here. How do I do this? Keep on forgetting. So I put this underneath, and then I tuck it through the hole. Ta-da! And then I remove my stitch markers. So this is all to it. I just wanted to share you this tutorial. Years and years, a couple of years ago, maybe I can't remember, I found this hat, and I fell in love with it because it has that 3D look, and it really looks nice. So I just wanted to share how to knit this gorgeous hat. So I hope you liked this tutorial. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, share it with your family and friends, and happy knitting!